Hey everyone, Tim Madden here from Executive Career Upgrade. So let me ask you something. Remember a couple years ago when everyone was talking about the Great Resignation, right? Like job hopping, people leaving left and right for those better opportunities? Yeah, well, that's dead. And what's replaced it is something I'm calling job hugging, and it's completely changing the game for directors, VPs, and executives just like you. So hey, in today's video, I'm gonna break down exactly what's happening in the job market right now and why people are clinging to their current roles like their lives depend on it. And most importantly, what this means for your career and your strategy moving forward. Because here's the thing. Whether you should be job hugging or making a move right now could literally be the difference between thriving and just surviving in your career, so stick with me. All right, so let me paint a picture of what I'm seeing right now in the marketplace. You know, just a few months ago, I had a client, let's call her Sarah, right? She was a VP of operations at a mid-sized tech company. She was, miserable, underpaid, undervalued, overworked, classic situation, right? Hey, if you're dealing with that right now, let me know in the comments. So 2 years ago, Sarah would have had recruiters blowing her up on LinkedIn. She could have had like 3 offers in a month. But when it came to like 2025, completely different story. She sent out 287 applications, 4 interviews, 0 offers, and Sarah isn't alone. The data is absolutely wild because the ratio of job openings per unemployed worker is 1-to-1. That means for every job out there, there's one person competing for it. And honestly, in the executive space, it feels even tighter than that. Compare that to like 2022, when there were almost 2 jobs for every unemployed person. We've literally flipped the script. So what's happening? People are scared. They're holding on to their jobs with like a death grip, even the bad ones, because they're terrified of what's going on out there. And honestly, given what I'm seeing, I can't really blame them. So let's talk about why this is happening, because understanding the why is going to help you make better decisions. Now, first, there's the obvious economic uncertainty, right? But it's just not that. There are 3 major forces at play here that are creating, right, this like job hugging phenomenon. So number 1, AI factor. Look, I'm going to get into this more in another video, but AI is legitimately changing the hiring landscape. Companies are getting more cautious. They're asking themselves, hey, do we really need someone to hire someone for this role, or like can AI handle pieces of that? And even when they do need someone, right, they're raising the bar. I'm seeing like these director positions that used to require X amount of years experience now asking for a lot more because they can afford to be picky because the market is absolutely flooded right now. Number 2, the remote work correction. Man, during the pandemic, everyone went remote. Companies hired like crazy. They didn't care where you live. They opened up opportunities everywhere. What's going on now? A lot of companies are pulling back. They want hybrid. They want in-office. That geographic flexibility that expanded your opportunities is shrinking. And that means fewer opportunities for a lot of people. And number 3, the generational squeeze. Man, here's something that really no one's talking about. Baby boomers who were supposed to retire like soon, right? Opening up all of those executive positions, well, a lot of them can't retire, or they're choosing not to. Their 401ks are taking hits, healthcare costs are through the roof, cost of living, right? So much, so they're staying put. Meanwhile, you've got millennials and Gen X in their prime career years ready to step into those roles, but the roles aren't even available. So like everyone's just like stuck. Now, here's where this gets really interesting and where I want you to pay close attention, because the strategy you should take depends entirely on your specific situation. There are 2 types of job huggers right now, and you need to figure out which one you are. Now, type 1, the strategic job hugger. This is someone who's actually in a pretty good position. Maybe you're not in your dream job, but you're like fairly compensated, you're learning, you've got some security. The market's tough, right? So you're choosing to stay put, upskill, and wait for the right opportunity. Now, this is actually smart. You're not clinging out of fear. You're making a calculated decision to hold your position while building your skills and network for when the market shifts, because it will shift. Now, if this is you, your focus should be on becoming absolutely indispensable where you are. So lead high visibility projects, develop skills that make you AI proof. We're talking about strategic thinking, relationship building, complex problem solving, things machines can't do yet. Look, your confidence erodes, your skills stagnate, you become less marketable. No more. And the longer you stay, the harder it becomes to like leave. So if this is you, You can't afford to just hug your job and hope things get better. You need a strategic exit plan, which is why, by the way, exactly how we help our clients at Executive Career Upgrades. So here's what I want you to do. I'm gonna give you a framework right now to help you decide, should you be job hugging or should you be actively looking? So hey, pause the video if you need to, write these 5 questions down because they're super important. Let's get into question 1. Am I learning and growing? If you're developing new skills, taking on new challenges, and expanding your capabilities, that's a green light to stay. Now, if you're on autopilot doing the same thing you've done 3 years ago, red flag, red alert. Question 2, am I being fairly compensated? And I mean fairly, not like good enough or hey, it could be worse. Are you at a market rate for your role, level, and location? If you're more than 15 to 20% below market, you gotta address that, either internally or by looking elsewhere. And question number 3, do you have a mentor or sponsor at this company? You know, in a tight market, internal mobility can be your secret weapon. If you've got someone advocating for you internally, that's valuable. But if you're invisible to leadership, man, that's dangerous. Question number 4, is my company growing or contracting? Look at trajectory. Are they hiring, expanding, investing, new products, or are they doing layoffs, freezing raises, cutting budgets? If your ship is sinking, get off before you have to swim. Now, the last one, how's your mental health? Now, real talk. If your job is destroying your well-being, no amount of security is worth it. Your health is your wealth, period, end of story. Now listen to me. If you'd answer positively to at least 3 of these 5 questions, strategic job hugging might make sense for you right now. But if you've answered negatively to 3 or more, you need an exit strategy and you need it now. Here's the thing that most people don't realize about job hugging. Even if you're staying put, you should never stop marketing yourself. Your LinkedIn should be optimized, your networking should be active at all times, you should be taking coffee chats, going on industry events, staying visible, right? Because when the market shifts, and it always does, you want to be top of mind. The biggest mistake I see executives make is they get comfortable, they stop networking, and then when they suddenly need a new job, what happens? Whether it's a layoff or they just hit their breaking point, they're starting from zero. Don't do that to yourself. Even in this job hugging market, maintain your career mobility. Keep your resume updated, track your wins, your metrics, build those relationships because opportunities still exist. They're just a lot more competitive right now in the marketplace. And the executives who land them are the ones who are always ready. Look, the job market in 2025 is tough. There's no sugarcoating it, but tough doesn't mean impossible. So whether you're strategically staying put or preparing for your next move, the key is being ready, intentional. Don't job hug out of fear. Don't job hop without a plan. Make strategic decisions based on your specific situation and career goals. And if you're someone who's ready to make a move, but you're like not sure how to compete in this market specifically, that's literally exactly what we do at Executive Career Upgrades. We've helped thousands of directors, VPs, and executives land multiple 6-figure roles, and we can help you too. I'll put a link in the description if you want to schedule a call with our team. And hey, as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Click that subscribe button below.